Hey, what's up everybody? This is Matthew Boyle from LanguageCardGames.com, and today I'd like to give you a look at some of the new Chinese Champions 2 cards. Chinese Champions 2 is called Inksticks and Stones, and the artwork is featuring some of my, well, all of the artwork is from my personal photography collection, places that I've traveled to in China over the past several years. So I took those photos and I made them black and white. I tried to make them look a little bit more like artwork than a photo. And I want to take a moment now to tell you some of the stories behind some of my favorite photos in this set. So right now you're looking at Meditation and Cave. And I don't know if any of you have had the chance to come to China or travel around China, but even if you haven't, you still might be familiar with a famous mountain in China called Taishan, Mount Tai. So these two photos are taken at the top of that mountain. It took me about 5 hours to climb to the top of it, and there were temples, old pine trees, and even some caves. So those photos come from the mountaintop there. And I also want to interject here a little tangent and mention a book called The Chronicles of Tao. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. The Chronicles of Tao, Tao by Dengming Dao. And the beginning of that book and some other scenes from that book take place at Taishan, where the Taoist monks would train. And so, yeah, I can't ruin the book, can't go down that road, but just check it out for yourselves. Some real history on the top of that mountain. It's very cool. And now let's go down to these. So, on the left there, what I've called the Voyage card is taking place on the Lijiang River. So I had the great honor and pleasure of attending my friend's wedding in Guilin last summer. And after the wedding, some of us took rafts down the Lijiang River, which is a very popular thing to do. The mountains just look fantastic there. So this is a photo I took from the front of my raft, basically taking a picture of those in the wedding party up ahead who were also in rafts. So I just think the photo turned out great. And you can see how it looks like a perfect blend of photograph and art, which is like a ink painting, which is what I was going for. And then on the bottom right is a picture of me, yours truly, Matt, getting a straight razor shave in a Chinese marketplace. So I used to live in a city called Rizhao, which is a couple hours south of Qingdao. And you may know Qingdao because there's a very popular beer called Qingdao. It's spelled with a TS still in the West, I think. But according to the New Pinyin spelling system, Qingdao is with a Q-I-N-G. But anyway, Rizhao is a couple hours south of that famous city, and they had a lot of vegetable markets there. And there was a lot of other things to do at the markets besides buying and selling vegetables. You could also, for example, get your hair cut there. So a lot of the old farmers would come out of the countryside and just get total straight razor shaves. These guys would have these long knives. I don't know if you know what a straight razor blade is, but it's a very dangerous looking instrument. It's basically a long single blade, and they would cut all the hair off my head except my eyebrows, including the ridges of my ear, and even they grazed it across my eyelids. So that's me in the marketplace, having that done for about 10 kwai. So a little more than $1. And people are wondering, why is it called Vow? Okay, so the set's a little abstract, and there's a lot of backstories and layers of meaning in it that I don't have the time to explain for every single card. But in this photo, for the purposes of the story behind the set, I am a monk who's getting my hair cut off and taking my vows to enter the monastery or enter the temple. So there's 4 sets, within this Chinese Champions 2 series, and each set has 10 cards represented by earth, water, wind, and fire, and this is part of the earth set, and one of the characters is a monk. So sometimes the monks, if they join the temple, they have to keep their head shaved and give up possessions, give up money. So that's why that card is called Vow. Okay, but that's it. I just wanted to show you a few of the cards, and I'd be happy to take any of your comments or questions about what went into this set, Chinese Champions 2. It's going on sale April 7th. I'm very excited about it, and I wanted to make sure I made a few videos about it before that date. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Matthew Boyle. You can visit my website, languagecardgames.com, and read more about this game and others. Bye-bye for now.